Good evening, good evening. My name is Kelvin Reed, and welcome everyone to Journey to Become Wealthy. It is Sunday, and we are ready to get into it, right? Yesterday was Saturday night, and we actually did a live last night. Hopefully, you guys follow me on Instagram or Facebook, and you caught the live last night. It was a lot of good reactions, a lot of good feedback. And we also know that today is the day for the Wealthy Word of the Week. The Wealthy Word of the Week. So before we get into it, you guys be sure give me a like, give me a subscribe, and make sure you hit the notification bell to the channel so that you get notified when I post videos. So let's get into it, right? Wealthy Word of the Week. What is the Wealthy Word of the Week? Yesterday I got a lot of good feedback. I got a lot of good feedback from a lot of different people, and the word that I settled on was patience. The Wealthy Word for this week is patience. So week 5, our Wealthy Word of the Week is patience. And let me tell you guys why patience is oh so important, right? Because in this market, in this new market that we're in, we know that you got to be patient. A lot of people, all they seeing is the negatives. They seeing the downturn. They see the market go down, and they're afraid, right? So we need to have patience in order to. You got to have patience. So as of right now, the market has been coming down. If you guys were in this thing on Friday, you may have saw a big run up that pretty much made a slight recovery in the markets. However, we know that this year being a bearish year, we expect things to come back down even more. Rome was not built in a day is the immediate thought that I had when I thought about patience, right? So last night in our live, we talked about things like credit. We talked about things like investing. We thought about things like buying homes. We talked about life insurance. And really the only thing that came to mind was patience, right? Because this thing isn't just about finances. This isn't just about investing. It's about financial literacy and generational wealth and financial freedom, right? And this stuff does not happen overnight. You have to be patient. You have to be willing to continue to build your foundation in order to be successful. You have to be willing to build your foundation and take the time to get these things in order. And we're in the process of learning. Many of us are learning how to invest. Many of us are learning how to set up our savings account, how to set up our investing account, how to set up our 401k or our Roth IRA so that we can become successful in the future. We're also learning that Social Security will not be a reliable thing for us in the future. We're also learning that inflation is going to be crazy in the future, and that the Fed isn't really looking to help. In the immediate moment. Everything is going to take time. So you may be seeing things like crypto or the stocks that you're invested in coming down. However, as you continue to average down and be patient and wait on the run up. So you have to have patience, right? Patience is so very important. And again, I thought the main thing that came to mind when I thought of this was Rome was not built in a day. Rome was not built in a day. And you guys know why that is, right? Because it took forever for them to build that great kingdom. It's gonna take time for you to build this generational wealth. It is not going to end with you. You have to begin working on your children. You have to begin working on your family. You have to be sure that you build a foundation so that things don't fail in your wake, right? You don't want them to fail. So you have to be sure to just continue doing what you're doing. So I want you guys to remember the wealthy word for this week is patience. While we're investing, while we're looking for good companies, we're not rushing to do these things. We're being patient. We're waiting them to come down to our entry prices, and we're getting in at what we believe is a good price for these companies. Because we're not just buying a stock for the money right now. We're buying a company. We become owners of this company. So when we're buying these things, think of it as buying ownership, right? When you buy your house, when you get a mortgage on your home, you do not immediately own it. However, you're putting stock into it. Every day you come home, you're cleaning. Every day you come home, you're making improvements. You're putting stock into your home, which is your business. Think of that when you're investing, and be patient with the growth, because eventually over time, these things will continue to build equity. They'll continue to build value, and they'll be profitable to you in the future. So patience is the wealthy word for week 5. All right. So I just wanted to put that on y'all mind, right? I wanted to put that on y'all mind. So now let's get into it, right? We know that tomorrow is Market Monday. We know that the market was making a run on Friday. And we don't really know what to expect on Monday because all last week and really the past couple weeks we've been seeing either flat or red days. So what should we expect? Let's take a look at it. Let's take a look into it and see what we got. All right, let's check out our futures, right? So still, I'm gonna go here, right? Actually, still, our S&P 500 is up 2.48%. The Dow is up 1.63%, and the Nasdaq is up 3.13%. We have the Russell 2000 up 1.93%. Let's see what the Hang Seng is doing. The Hang Seng is up 1.34%. So these things made massive run-ups in one day. One day, very quickly, they made a massive run-up. That leads me to believe that Monday may actually be a red day. I think that it's going to have to give it back. It's going to have to give it back. And that's what I believe in. Again, I may be wrong, but 9 times out of 10, when we see things happen like this, when we see a massive run-up this quickly, they have to give it back. Now, that doesn't mean that it will, because the markets were already being beat down. And they may just be returning to the valuation prices only to slowly come back down or slowly make their move back up. However, the month of January has proven to be a red month. We've been beat down the entire month. So I want you guys to make sure you're patient and take your time when looking for companies to invest in. Remember our entry prices on many of these companies, right? Hopefully you guys took screenshots in the previous videos. I do not have it up and prepared for this video because I'm currently working on it. I'm working on new entry prices on many of these things. However, just remember, if you took the screenshot, I told you be looking to get in at least 10% lower than what I set the entry price at. And hopefully you guys can do that math. So here we're looking at some news articles, right? And we see some really good things. Dow Jones futures market rally still must take this step. 5 key earnings. Stock futures edge higher of final January session. SP heads for worst month since it doesn't tell me since when. Stock futures inch into positive territory Sunday after a wild week on Wall Street. Stocks climb. U.S. futures steady. Oil advances. Markets wrap, right? So that's all the news. It's all talking about Friday. And they're really, I think that the media is trying to pump it up, right? They're trying to pump it up. We've had a bad month. Any of us who just started investing may be having a bad month. However, you can look forward to these things coming back in the future. So don't be negative. Do not beat yourself down. Crypto is definitely going to be one to look into. So you guys know, look at it. We know that crypto mimics the market, right? Look at what crypto is doing. Majority of it is red, right? We've been monitoring this, right? Every day that the stock market was green, crypto was green. Every day the crypto was red, the market was red, right? Vice versa. Look at this. Crypto is currently down. Bitcoin itself is down 2.51%. Ethereum is down 2.57%. We have Shiba Inu down 5.46%. Doge is down 1.09%. Luna is down 11%. It's heavily beat down. Crow is down 5.24%. Let's check out Mana and Sand. Mana is actually up 3.35%. And Sandbox is down 5.15%. So in my mind, looking at this may be a signal that the market is going to come down tomorrow. We should be ready, right? We should be ready for the ride. We should be ready for the roller coaster. And also, this is an opportunity to get in low. So again, if you guys were taking advantage of these things coming down low on Friday, maybe you sold out some stuff, took some profits, so that you invest those profits in other companies, because you don't want to just be holding and waiting. You want to make profits along the way so that you can buy a piece of this, buy a piece of that. You want to continue to expand your portfolio. You want to grow your portfolio from 1 or 2 great companies to 3 or 4 great companies, and eventually 5 or 6 great companies, so that these companies can continue to build you wealth over time, right? So patience, build you wealth over time. This wealth thing does not come immediately. It is not an easy road, right? We know this. We know this from experience, because if it was easy, many of us would already have it. So crypto, we got to keep our eyes on this. We're looking at it and we're seeing that it's coming down. This may be a signal that the markets are going to tumble on tomorrow. So I want you guys to just be aware of that. A company that's really been on my mind is NEO. I think NEO is currently at a good price. So if we let's talk about stocks to buy, right? NEO. And again, this company isn't on my list of things to buy for this year. However, I saw this and I saw the price on it, and I was like, wow, this is definitely at a buy range. It's currently sitting at, after hours, $21.14. Many of us bought it last year at the $40 or $50 or $60 range, and you may be, sad about that now because you were buying based on hype. However, this right here, this thing is way undervalued. It's way undervalued. The past 3 months, it is down 48%. So it was down up to it was $40 in the $43.12 in the month of November. This thing is way down. So this is a company, in my opinion, right now, is the time to buy it. If you can get this thing and your average be in under the $25 range, I'm feeling pretty confident within the next year to 5 years. And again, I like to say 5 years because this is one of those companies I believe is going to be a long-term investment. Similar to Tesla, similar to Apple, similar to many other technology companies, because this is not the year for tech. But if you want to get into one and you're looking for some future gains, I think NIO is going to definitely be a banger. I think it's one to grab onto just based on the current price, right? Just based on the current price. So hopefully you guys are willing to get into this. And NIO is an EV company. So NIO Inc. designs, manufactures, and sells smart and connected electric vehicles. Very similar to Tesla. However, this is a Chinese operated company, and they're expanded into the United States and many other countries. It manufactures autonomous driving electric vehicles integrated with next generation technologies and artificial intelligence. It manufactures ES8, which is a 7-seated all aluminum alloy body electric sports utility vehicle (SUV). It is equipped with e-propulsion system, which is capable of accelerating from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 4.4 seconds and delivering a new European driving cycle while driving a range of up to 355 kilometers and a maximum range of up to 500 kilometers in a single charge. So there's a lot more information in here, but you guys, I want you to check it out. This for me is definitely a long-term company. I have 200 shares of it, and I actually plan on continuing to average down as long as this company comes down. I do want to wait till it comes down 10 or 20% before I average in. However, I'm going to keep averaging in. Because again, I bought this and I made profit on it 1 or 2 times before. I bought options in it, I bought stock in it, and many things, before we started our journey. However, I think it's important to kind of diversify your portfolio. So if you have the extra money, again, this is our week for me to add more money to my account. Consistency. So this is one of the things I may be adding in money to average down. However, I've been doing that over time anyway. Another one that I think is a good one, Chargepoint, because EVs are becoming so popular, and Chargepoint is going to be a company that's going to be, I guess, government funded, because they want us to. They're paying for the ecosystem, the go green thing, no more emissions in the solar system. They're paying for companies like this to actually get out here and provide electric batteries, and for companies to build the EV vehicles in order to save the environment friendly things. ChargePoint is going to be one of those companies that's government backed, and they're going to have a monopoly on the market. And I say monopoly very loosely. So they're going to have a large majority of the battery market for EV companies, as far as these battery swaps that Tesla and NIO and Exponent and Li Auto are looking to. They're going to be one of the ones who capitalize on much of that. So right now they're at $12.74, and a month they're down 32%. They have a valuation. Let's see what the price is on this. Right, let's see ChargePoint stock prediction. Let's see what the predicted price on that. Currently it's sitting at $12.95, right? $12.74. Currently sitting at $12.74. It has a low prediction of $19, a median prediction of 30%. $30. That's 140% gains. 140% gains on your money. So definitely, if you're not in it, I'm in it. Again, this is another company I'm holding 200 shares of. If you're not in it, be looking to get in here and hold long. Be looking to hold for this year. I honestly don't think it's going to take a year. I could be wrong, because you cannot predict the market. You cannot time the market. But I give this thing 3 to 6 months, and I think things are going to start coming back, right? Currently, we're in the middle of a correction, headed towards a crash, and I think we're going to get some good news after the first interest rate hike in March. I think they're going to see that the interest rate hike wasn't as bad as they expected. We also know that wages were lower than expected, and I think we're going to see a pump up in the stock market. I think the Fed is going to realize they had to do a little bit more than they were expected, and they're going to continue to stimulate the market or the economy, period. And I think we're going to see a lot of good things. So that's what I have for you guys tonight. NIO and ChargePoint, 2 long-term companies that I believe we should be getting into. ChargePoint being a U.S. company, NIO being a Chinese play. I think you should get those things while they're currently low. I think tomorrow is actually going to be a red day in the market, but that is fine. It's okay to see some red days. We want to buy low and sell high. And I think that the wealthy word for this week is patience. You guys have to be patient. You have to be just continue to have that patience, right? Because nothing was built in a day. And this actually comes from somebody that I heard today, right? A guy, he's been buying a load up on Bitcoin. He's been loading up on Bitcoin, and he's seeing this thing come down. And he's going into a depression. He's like, oh my God, I'm losing all my money. However, Bitcoin comes down like this often. Many of you who've been watching my video, you guys seen what I showed you with Bitcoin, right? You guys have seen it. I show you where Bitcoin comes down to $30,000 and then it shoots back up to $20,000 in no time. So those is just one of the things that you have to be ready for, right? You just got to be ready for that. So I want you guys to be aware of that and to continue to be patient. While you're buying these companies, do not be deterred. Do not allow the negativity or others to deter you from doing what you think you should be doing. Continue to invest, continue to make money, and just do whatever you need to do in order to be successful. I hope you guys join me next year. I guess we're going to make the Saturday Night Live a thing, right? People seem to enjoy it. I got a lot of positive feedback, and we got a lot of responses from that. So hopefully you guys continue to join me on the Saturday Night Lives. Thank you guys for your love and your support watching the videos. And Chargepoint, Neo, and patience is our wealthy word for the week. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and I hope y'all have a good night.